Hi guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. This Homebrew Wednesday is Homebrew Wednesday number 7 for me. It's for October 23rd, 2013. I'm opening a bottle of the blueberry pomegranate that I just bottled. So we'll go ahead and open that up. We'll go ahead and get us a glass and so it's really clear, if you can see that. Nice color to it. Still really young wine. You can smell the blueberry for sure. I'm not getting much of the pomegranate. We'll go ahead and give that a taste. Yeah, you can definitely taste the alcohol still. Needs some time to age, but turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. It's not too sweet, but not too dry, just how I like it. I don't like a really dry wine or a really sweet wine. I like it kind of in between there, so it's definitely right where I like it. Okay, so I shot some footage today of something that I've come up with to keep track of our carboys and things. It's these little cards here that I got on my carboys. I'll go ahead and show you that footage now. So I'm sure we all have notebooks with recipes and things like that in them. They get to looking like this. If you're like me, you spill stuff on them, they get wet and crinkled. So I've come up with this new solution to kind of solve this. You can put your recipe down, write your recipe in your notebook, and then keep this with your carboy. It takes up a lot less room on your counter when you're transferring and things like that. And then you just make notes, little notes that you can add to your recipe at the end. That way you don't have this kind of problem and things like that. You can make your recipes look all nice and neat. And then at the end, this is the plum wine that I just started. I've got the recipe here, and then I will take and add all of this information after it's completed to the bottom of it. So to make these, we're going to need a package of index cards. You can buy ruled or non-ruled, just at the dollar store, whatever, they're cheap. You can use colored index cards, 3x5, 4x6, white index cards. Just whatever is to your liking. This time I bought some colored ones just to kind of change it up a little bit, add a little spice to it or whatever. So a package of reinforcement tabs. Those are cheap. Those are about $1.20 or so for 900 of them, so there's plenty in there. A hole punch, you can get that for under $1 also. And some string. This is just some kite string that I had. You can use any kind of string, even dental floss would work, and a pin. Okay, so you just take your index card and your hole punch, and you just punch a hole in it, just like that. And then we just take a reinforcement tab here, put one on each side of the index card, right around where you punch the hole, just so it reinforces it so your string don't tear through it. Then you get you a piece of string and some scissors. You just cut that and you slide it through the hole here, and then you just tie a knot in the top of it. And you want to make a pretty good sized loop, because we're going to put this around our airlock on top of our carboy. So you just tie your knot in it, and then you have something that looks like this. Then once you got it all there, then you can just write your information on it as you go, as your wine's going through its process. Like here I've got the blueberry pomegranate one. I don't know if it'll focus enough, but I started it on July 1st and the SG reading was 1.095. I used a Monachie yeast. Then I wrote down when I pitched the yeast, which was July 2nd. And then I write down when I transfer it to the secondary and what the SG is, which was 1.035 on this one. And then on August 12th, which was about 5 weeks from when we started it, the SG finally bottomed out at 1.0. So at that time we went ahead and stabilized it with some metabisulfite and some potassium sorbate. And at that time I also back sweetened it with 3 cans of blueberry pomegranate juice, and that brought the SG reading up to 1.010. And then we put it back in the Carboy, and we let it sit for another 5 weeks. Make sure it didn't ferment anymore, and let it clear some. And then we bottled it on September 28th, which you guys seen that video. And then on the bottom I put my final ABV, which was 12% on that one. So that's just a way to keep track of your brew through its process. So this way, when you have a batch that turns out really good, you can try and get it as close as you can, you know, with your SG readings and how long you let it sit and all those things, so you can keep track of all of that information. As you can see, I've got all my Carboys in the boxes here to keep them out of the light, well, except for one. I took it out to kind of show you how the tag just kind of hangs off of the airlock on it. And then I just keep all these with the Carboy, and as I transfer them or I check the SG, check the hydrometer reading or anything like that, I just keep all that information on these cards. And that's why all these cards are there. And then I can just look at it. Like this one is my pear wine. I racked it into the secondary on September 29th, so then I can tell kind of when a month's time is up or whatever, when I need to rack it again. And if you notice, the plum wine is my most recent wine. See, it doesn't have near as much information on it yet. I just keep transferring information on there as it goes. I'm sure you guys have seen these on all these boxes before and wondered what they was, so now you know. And then I just keep everything in a Ziploc bag, so it just all stays together. All except for the string, it's too big to fit in there, but that way cards are not going all over the place or anything. Okay, so that's the idea I wanted to share with you guys this week. I hope you guys found it interesting and useful. I know some of you use like a wet erase marker and just write right on the Carboy. I've found that I lose some information that way. It rubs off or whatever when you get it wet, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I found that this solution works the best for me, and you guys should try it out. We got all this stuff here. You can do 100 batches of brew for like $4, so it's on the cheap for sure. Sorry about the lighting in a couple of spots there. The sun was coming in, and so it seemed a little bit dark, so sorry about that. So I hope that was informative for you guys, and I hope it's something that will help some of you out. I'd also like to thank all my new subscribers. I've got quite a few new subscribers this week, so cheers to you guys. I'd like to send a shout out to Christian Brew Bear. I'll put his link here. He gave me a really nice shout out this week, or last week actually, on Homebrew Wednesday, on his Homebrew Wednesday video. So go check out his channel. He's got some really good stuff. He always puts up some new stuff every week, so go and check him out. Alright guys, that about does it for me this week. I'll be watching your videos and commenting and subscribing to some new channels myself in the next few days. So cheers to you guys.